real issues of
If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
The government, all the ministers, the government, the other people are also everything they say, they don't say the truth. People of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer.
Our government secure all finance of all road airport in the America for network and starting on the in 10 year irrigation financing. Yes. However,
the Liberians are desperate for leaders to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know real issues confronting the
If
country.
you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
The government, all the ministers, the government, the other people are also everything they say, they don't say the truth. People of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is no one food that provides the answers. Face the issue on King's FM. John Anthony April Gossin winning, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation 24 today.
That's the funny thing about Unity. In a football game, they were playing a tournament, beat us today, and we captured the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent in the brave people, they lead in the brave people, then they come back to their team, that they defeated everyone said that they put a crack everywhere. You never want to say so.
Face the issue, speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the issue, brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discourse with logic. It's Face the Issue comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
And the government need to really invest that people like you that get the type of structure. The council, even if we are just be getting $1 million for the budget year, every year they give $1 million. You impact a lot of.
If our president of this country, as God show you his wonder, you're not believing. We told you for what? You're not football.
Yeah.
I football development. I football bring medicine there.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to yesterday because she's a Harvard University.
Yeah.
All the board do for him. No passion for development. Then we know Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Connections that you not get it. Yeah.
Not connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. No, I mean, sure, no, he no key.
He was trying his honor early. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in his barrack for 12 years, according to Burka himself.
Yes.
I mean, he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Uh-huh.
All African leaders will need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
He does not have that contact.
The standard got a part of Burka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Friday to here and said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Burka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and you know where he's just thinking all kind of way Burka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house in the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went talking away, some kind of thing they did, but I think they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened, wow. Ordered them almost down to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh, then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. I was me, I was Bani, Jim Bani. But when I went to Cool, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Baka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with them.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of Omer, and he wants to persecute us. You got going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kung? Then Kung said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from who offered my own son offered that I win some resolution. I many things why you all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah.
When we were there at the Buaka, we used to go to him and even fee Buaka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of the title. But you see what he's doing? You got a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Oyota, I kept the peace. Chastin Oyota, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because each government that I serve, any position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person out because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we're in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Salim, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. There's some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest. We went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
The West today you and I are sleeping in Riyadh, whether ready or not. And I agree with her. You don't need to say A. Anywhere you want to see, you want to go out for you. I want you to know the decision with people and my son will remain at 12, all 12 in someone called me my house burning on our street. When I say the Lord, glory be to God, it would have been worse. We would have been sitting there and the fire of the night. So you can see, I listen to the preacher today. We come to church not for people. We come to church.
I received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. The list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trickled-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the cheers of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party our sympathizers to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize and energize until we
reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it a CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrong, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, the wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in the quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote, the party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. I believe we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberian will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
Say hands up to all of you wherever you are. It's great joining us again tonight on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances may be, we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. In all that you do, remember that there is God. And there is God. And there will always be God. And never be carried away by what people do to you. Believe in what you believe in and stay strong. Because there are people who may do things to distract you. There are people who may be involved into things in order to discourage you. But you have to remain very, very vigilant and don't get off tracked by their conducts. You have to be strong. Your environment, in your communities, in your institution, whatever it is, and wherever you are, you will always see these things happen. But never be deterred. Keep your eye on the goal, and you will achieve it. You know, I learned these things from the former president, His Excellency Ambassador George Manawia, the people's president by endorsement. He always said when he played his football, he knew that there were chants of people calling him black monkey, this, that, here, and there. He said because he ignored all of those things, he was able to achieve. Even on his football team, it was quite a difficult moment for him, but yet he had to achieve. There was a documentary that was done in recent time from PSG. They did a documentary. Little they know. They said PSG never ever took them to the best of the best and made their club the first ever impressive form they ever had in their history. The guy's documentary went as far as saying that, look, they did not ever, no matter what it is, they fought against you. Could you imagine playing for a team, taking a team to the top, and the team is fighting against you? That documentary is up. And we had to leave, go Italy before he be recognized. The place he played football, French, he resurrected that club. He did everything he could for them. He said you were never discouraged by those kind of things. You think he didn't see them? There were times that he saw them. People on your own team to be behaving, especially the national team, said at the worst place there. Here is a man coming, spending your own money and coming to sponsor the national team, facilitating. Yet you get people there against him. You think if we were not to think about the country, he was going to be distracted by these jelly bobo then that were in the national team. Because some of them started competing with him. Some of them started doing all swazi. You know, this man, George Weah, I always want to use his life. His life, if only you can follow his life, his level of being humble, discipline, everything, you will achieve anything we are is achieving. You can even achieve more than we are. Because he knows how to manage his environment. And he knows how to succeed in the wake of obstacles. And these are not distant obstacles. These are immediate and proximate obstacles. People who are close to him. People who are dear to his heart. And people who have the propensity to break his heart. If he can manage with them and still succeed, meaning he's never distracted by what people do to him. You know, the man with life, sometimes you want to really ask, how did he manage in the wake of all of this? You are playing in Europe where racism was very high. How did he manage? You're playing on a national team where jealousy and envy are the order of the day. How did you manage? You still made your way through the Liberian political space where deceptions and everything. How did you still manage? You took over the country where some international partners said that they were not going to support it because you were a footballer. And so for how did you still manage? And the question that I'm asking, how did you manage? Sometimes you want to ask, what is your success story? Just take away your pride, swallow your pride, and walk up to him and ask him, what is your success story? How did you get here? How did you manage to get here? And be prepared to take his pieces of advice when he gives you that. In fact, people who are around we are now, they are not even learning anything from him. I mean, there are people currently in we are circle. They are not even living an inch like we are. I mean, in we are circle. And people closest to him, they may find a distance living the inch of where. And these things happened because, you see, that's why Jesus Christ was very much more focused on his disciples. Yeah. He was very focused on his disciples in everything he ever did. Because he believed that those are the people who will be able to market him out there. Those people who will take over from him. So what they did mattered the most to him. And that's very key. When you follow in a leader, think, even if you're not like giving, if you let to cheat people or you let to be insulting people, look at the leader and say, you know that the leader failure to do the thing and what made it, or the leader refusal, not failure, sorry. The leader refusal to do the thing and what made it to succeed you. So you start learning from there. You know that man, the way you can give to people that want making to succeed you. They don't even learn that part. But you know, there are people who are not, they find it difficult to even do that part of yours. So you see, these people, you always find it like that. And those kind of people, they always exist. And you always find them like that. So sometimes when you see a leader, when you were the leader and the leader is succeeding, forget about what he has. Try to follow his track record and see how is he managing before getting what he has. Sometimes it's just right in attitude, in behavior, nothing else. You don't need to pray to God for that. No. Just behavior change. You get it answered. That's why it is. So never be discouraged. Never be moved by what people do. There are people around, people who will not want to be, you know, respectful to other people or whatever it is. Don't mind them. Move on with your life quietly and keep your focus. And for some of us, we are is our focus because we believe that in we are Liberia's future lies. God has already said that, but the grace of God, the special grace of God, and that we know. So you can see it clearly. And with God, all things are possible. So for me, I don't have time for what people think, how they think, what they think about. And you know, you got to just be strong. You have to just be strong and be strong always. It helps you a lot. So always learn these things. I always like to know that. I always like to learn leaders. What leaders do to people that made them to go where they go. When I was coming up as a sports reporter, I used to ask the question, why made BBC commentary used to be as was here? I used to listen to, I never had time to listen to the rest of the Liberian sports commentators during their time, because at that time I was young, practically not following sports. But because I knew that the BBC commentaries were very catchy, by 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:20 in the morning, I wanted to use to come out with their sports in the morning. I will be recording things and listening to it to do sports reporting just like BBC. Because we don't have the kind of school here. So by just following their pattern, it made me, no bragging, one of the best sports reporters in modern time. Let me say pro sports commentator. Even up to this date, it's just that just other things that up to this date. Because you just got to adapt. That's it. That's the only way you can be the best. The only way you can be the best except you adapt. Except you adapt. That when you can be the best. Yeah, and I just like that. I just want to pass by with some of these things because some of us we are in a position of becoming heroes, but we still come from there. We are nobody. Some of us we are in proximity with people to become the best, but we come from there and we are not still the best. But we are in the confines of the best, but we come from there and we are not the best because we don't observe that the environment we're in it should be able to lead us into contemplating some way. There's a movie they call, I think I talked about it last time, they call it Fixed of the Legend. And it talk about Jack. It's a really the love. It's a love, and I know Taekwondo or karate movie, and with Jagged Chin with something. Was 1410 is in that movie as well, and it's this thing about between Japanese and Chinese, and so forth. But it portrays something about love story. But 1410 again, he came from Japan, and his niece is loving to Jagged Chin, and then the people didn't want them there, so forth. They went into the village. But when he went to the village and where Jagged Chin had left with his woman, because his Chinese people then they didn't want a woman who's a Japanese because he had gone to school in Japan to learn, and then he decided to bring a Chinese woman, and the Chinese didn't want that, so they had to leave and go into the village, and there they stay until 1410 came. But in that battle of teaching Jagged Chin some stuff, they fought, and then he told Jagged Chin one thing. He said, "But then you have learned a lot." He said, "But only one thing is left for you to learn is to adapt." He said, "The only way you can defeat anybody in life is to adapt their style. Then you add yours to it. You already have yours. So what you're fighting for is to adapt their own. Then you add yours, you beat them." That's why you see people will always be wiser. Right? The only way you can be wiser than your father, except you adapt your father's wise ways and then add up your own wisdom. Simple. You adapt. And that's why it is. So when you're around people, know how to treat people and learn that. Apply it and see whether you will not be like them. And that's what Jesus used to be teaching his disciples. You don't throw people away. You don't do this. Right? I expect you people to be acting like me already because you've been following me. There's this story about a guy who was demonically possessed, and then the father then came crying here, and then Jesus' disciples stopping them. The noise outside, Jesus jumps outside, and then begin to ask the question, what's the noise about? And then they have to complain Jesus' disciples to Jesus. And then they say, "Look, we brought our son, he's conversing almost at the point of death. We brought them to your disciples, and they couldn't heal him." Could you imagine? Because the people even trusted that because people being with Jesus, at least they're able to solve the problem. They complained them. They said, "We brought our child, conversing, everything, to your disciples." They couldn't. And then they are stopping us from even coming to see you. Then Jesus asked his disciples, "How long shall I stay long with you before you can know how to do these little things?" That is what life is. You can't be with a master, and you can't even add like Rajeli, sorry. Yeah, Rajeli, not Jageshin, sorry, Rajeli. Yeah. So how long will I put up? In fact, that's the question. The question was put in this way. He said, "How long shall I put up with you? How long shall I put up with you? How long shall I put up with you?" That was Jesus told his disciples. Because you people should be able to know these things, but now you with me. Why will you not be like me? You go everywhere. The little things I do, I get ready, I'm ready to go pray. You think they're gonna think those things don't just go away. They go away. You got to go and fast and pray. And that's why he told them. So there are people around leaders, they are not learning anything, and so they come from there, they just empty. And not possible that I will go into the water and get what they call and come back empty. It can't work. There are a lot of things that we are doing that we are learning from. Yeah, some of us who are followers, we are not just mere followers, we are observant followers. They are followers who observe to adapt. It is very essential for followers. If you follow a leader who's a giver, give. Somebody was just telling me today, the country Joseph Walker me. So all people mean. Then you can see the pattern, right? So let's agree. George, we have time. Most of the officials, they used to give into communities because they were following a leader of such. Except for some of them that were still me. But I mean, some of them they could give in community, like my gate, their gate them used to be packed. You used to see Samuel Tour then get them packed. And you see some of the officials and representatives, and they begin to do things. Thomas Fallon and the rest of them, Sir Joseph, and yeah, those are the things that you used to see because that's the pattern, that's the kind of leader. So whatever it is, that's him, expressed there. So that's very important. But again, I just thought to pass by so that you will know these things. Yeah, just know them. It's just to pass by to tell you that you are by far better. Your life will be okay. All right, so I be talking some of these things. Okay, I see. If you get talking about things. No, I get to all kind of things. I can talk these things because God say I should share the idea. Folks, we are very grateful again that we are here tonight on this very day. And with God, all things are possible. And I'm very, very happy that we are here together. And we are doing everything we can in the best way we can. And I remember, and I would just like to alert you that we have an information out about the return of the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Wakai. And I think there was a release up today, and they say you will be arriving on Tuesday, September 30th. That's on tomorrow. Today is the 29th. So it's on tomorrow. Yeah, he's going to be arriving in the Republic of Liberia, returning home. And returning home. He will be doing that on tomorrow. But before that, we'll talk about that subsequently and give you some ideas and some intelligence about what may be unfolding in our country as it relates to our body politics. And we'll also be telling you that the Unity Party-led government has failed miserably on the rule of law. And failing on the rule of law means that anything that has to do with them, the law is not a law. But anything that has to do with the opposition, the law is the law. That means Unity Party has killed its own agenda. The rule of law, the other arrow in a res or wedding, everything is terrible. There's nothing about Unity Party that is associated with success. Even their own arrest agenda, all the things they put there, they are all failures. Anything associated with Unity Party is failure. So that's what it is. So we are just grateful to the Almighty God that at least we are here in this country. Some of us, God has given us the courage to speak to the issues. And despite the temptations that hovers over this nation to make some of us to change, we are not willing to change because changing for no good reason had never been in our DNA. So we are very, very grateful that we are consistent and we will remain consistent. There are times that we trip, emotions may carry us, but again, being with good people will always come back to our senses and then we'll let it be. But again, we say thanks so much for everything. For those of you who are lovers of President Weah, anytime you call him Mr. President, just put a blue and an emoji sign there. And anything relating to blue, just put it there and we'll know that Mr. President you are talking about, our ever-potent president in His Excellency Ambassador George Manneh Weah. So we are very grateful to the Almighty God that he's okay. And his birthday is coming up, and people are gearing up to his well-wishers. They are having their own programs, some auxiliary networks within the CDC. They are raising revenues or resources and to reach out to people. And we understood that the National Youth League, they speak today. I will try to call. I couldn't have attended. I'm deeply sorry. I did get an invitation from you. I couldn't attend because I was dealing with some court matters that ended very, very late. In fact, I'm just coming here, so it's not easy. It's not easy, but we are getting there. So we think we are working together, especially for the good of the country. So we'll get to a couple of things. But let me just try to say something. about a recent situation involving a tramadol that was reportedly captured in a truck belonging to George Calando. And I know for sure some of us, we are interested in that. But we thought to leave it as it is, let the LDA do their job, because the new team that's down there, we want to trust their ability to do their work. So they are working very hard. Investigations are ongoing. But I think George Calando should be man enough. You see, George Calando had a church, I don't know along the Rawafi Highway. That church is now empty. Because I remembered I was at Truth FM, and he opened that church. We once interviewing about the church, and people used to go to the church, and Calando used to pay their way. I don't know how they used to call that church or something. But he always ventures into a lot of things. That's George Calando for you. He's a businessman, sometimes political businessman, and so forth. He's a lawyer at one point in time. A lot of investments he had always had. He went into the media industry. He sold all of his media assets to Waterspoon. He sold everything. And he also went into the religious community. He had a church. I don't know where the church is now. But I did pass there the last time. I didn't see. Maybe people can still go there, but that church was there. So I don't know what happened to the church now, but things are very, very much not okay. And for over a year now, during the CDC time, Calando used to bring in petroleum products. Now things are very tough on him. And George Calando, we know that things are very tough on him. So we know all of that, but it did not really amount to him getting involved with that. I just believe that there were some issues that happened because we have done our own substantial investigation. But again, you don't want to run ahead of a security team that you trust. When you see us running ahead, some of these things is because we think that people will have some things. That's why you see us, we jump in front to talk. When you see us jumping in front to talk something, that means somebody want to hire something. But we trust the credibility of the new team. And so we think that Tape or whatever it is, they will do their job, and I do the needful in the wake of all of that. But Calando should tell the truth, because what we know when it comes outside will be too terrible for him. To disown people or try to shy away from ownership because something had popped up because of political reason is not fair. There's this name you heard him mention about one Cassie whom he had to drag into Spoon's studio, an interview in which both of them were saying different things. And Calando had lied to the public, and this is something that I don't like to hear about these people. He had lied to the public that he had no idea about the Cassie guy. And just recently, one of my listeners, when he listened to him, he called me and said, but Abi, I went to Calando area. The Cassie guy has an office in Calando's area. So how would Calando say he know about the Cassie guy? And he said the Cassie guy has no link with Calando. No, that's a lie. Calando is lying, and it's true. Calando then should stop these things. You see, that is your government, Calando. That your government, you brought a government. What are you suffering the government? What are you enjoying? It's not anybody's business. This is your government. Be very bold enough to the DA and take responsibility. That truck is yours. You have a relationship with Cassie. You know exactly your son operates your dealership in petroleum, because the importing area is the Calando, the dealership, right? Or the distributor. The distributor component of the Calando network is the Modern Petroleum. The Modern Petroleum is presided over by your son, representing you. It is that Modern Petroleum that has a relationship with Lassie Incorporated, a group that just agent. They will collect the petroleum carrier and your trucks and everything. It is Lassie who will even be managing them. True indeed, you dismiss your drivers because of some blah, blah, blah. But you told Lassie to look for new drivers, and because you can't even afford, I don't know whether you can afford or whatever, but because no longer petroleums are coming to you, so your trucks have been grounded, and so you are using those trucks to transport other people petroleums. And Lassie is one of the agents who's getting petroleums here and there. That's how it's been operating. You think we don't know all of those things? There are records and documents to prove that. You send Lassie with that same truck that they arrested with the terminal door in it. You send Lassie, issue check in his name for him to go to the to the Liberia Transport Ministry to go and register those trucks. Those documents are right in the office that you lack in front of the young man. You got to stop these things. I don't want to talk much. You know, you're a lawyer, and that's you know, when people who are lawyers, you know, the brother is something here we can always be very careful with it. Yeah. So they say we want to go about Calando, you are our brother. Mm-hmm. legally, for the legal profession wise, you are a brother, and I don't like to descend on people like that. Just be bold enough. Say, I know Cassie. I did not XYZ acknowledge that they were living, and you know that the modus operandi between you and the Cassie guy. They will go out when they do these things, then they come and report to you. You have been sending your children to get money from that man on the back of the renting of those trucks and putting petrol inside and carrying it. Your son is aware of it. Everybody is aware. Not because something happened now you want to allege, oh, the Cassie guy, he stole the thing from beyond. That's a blatant lie. Why are you behaving like that? You know, you lawyer, I don't want to deal with you some kind of way. I don't like that. You know, you're the lawyer, then a certain kind of people I can respect in this country because we all want to go. So you got to really respect yourself, Chief. I beg you, I will you for. The people doing that investigation, I want to jump in from it because I know what I know, and I know they will know what I know. At the conclusion of their investigation, they will know what I know. Even if your son is lying as well, if they go deeper into understanding all the paper trails that we have personally done our investigation about, they will know what we know. And I trust, like I said, the current DEA team, they are doing a perfect job. And I still trust that you, Kalano, you will maintain that relationship that you have with Cassie, that your son, you brought up these people and whatever it is. I don't think they want to be ungrateful to you. That's why the Cassie guys, I don't know why he won't talk. You calling him to talk to him, he doesn't want to talk. He won't say anything. He won't talk bad thing about Kalano or whatever it is. But that's the fact. Kalano, you know me, I don't just say things that I just feel to say you. That one thing, credibility is very high, especially when it comes on the platform. We have it. So you don't want me to drag some things out there to contradict you further. But I know you may be, but are your children, the Cassie man, your son, they are together always, they're your children. So just say the driver. In fact, there's nothing you are involved with from my own investigation so far. You don't know about that trauma thing. Yes, your truck was used, but you have no idea about it. But for you to now say the criminal nature of the truck was stolen to really establish, no, that's the play the problem right now. But the driver himself, who even went, he went for a party, and that party who got on the truck, that party has it, and the person is already, this is it, and this is very much terrible. Yeah, you can say, oh yeah, my trouble part, who told you your trouble part? So I'm gonna bring out receipt, because if you say your trouble been part for a whole year or maybe months or whatever it is, I can give you a receipt indicating your truck was used by Modern Petroleum. Your own son managed something on the 24th of August, just August. That truck was used. They say it been parked. I beg you, man, chief leader thing. And so we think for sure, and someone is even telling me that they said the immigration officer who put it there. Yeah, Joe Cooper, what are you saying? He said the immigration officer who put the drugs in the truck is the son of former Senator Edward Dagose from Grand Cape County. Yeah, he's a late senator now. Wow. All right. So yeah, we want to go. So I just try to pass by to just tell Kalando, be faithful and truthful to the people. Your institution, no, they are not aware of that drug or whatever it is, but you got to establish the relationship and know that this Cassie guy did not steal it, because when you start doing it like that, and then you believe that he stole it with the intent of sending it out to bring that drug, and that is bad for him. You don't want a young man like that. You brought a man up. Why you want to destroy him because of your image or whatever it is? You can still repay your image by saying, yeah, it's my truck, but I left it with this man. Let the man account for it. Then the Cassie will say, oh yeah, you give it to me for me to be doing some petroleum TD and TD. They were one of the occasions that we did it for. You are off. But you gotta be talking here and there because you hear La Brempo say this, that, here and there, blah, blah, blah. I beg you, Mekalano chief. You somebody who very much what to call, you let it be what to call. So be very careful. We know it. And the DEA, I can assure them that we know what we are talking. All right. So we are here and grateful to the Almighty God. As we speak, there is no update on the arrest of Brian McGill. Joseph Boaka has not even, in his release, he never ever said Brian should turn himself over to the police. No. He only said you are suspended, go sit down. That is Joseph Boaka's suspension letter. Yeah, check it. They said Brian is suspended, he must go sit down. Right? Because his children, the Mo Ali, the Boga Jariba, the rest of the other folks, all of them, they are supporters of rape. So as a result, they're shielding each other. They are shielding each other. Brian McGill, from our own sources, credible sources we've always had and will continue to have, Brian is out of the country. There is no Brian to be arrested. There is no police investigation that's ongoing anymore. It's concluded. It's finished. Brian is gone. So everything you see them doing here now is just charade. That's why you saw the agriculture ministry that meant to decided to try Una log too. And say, but Brian can do it. What they call R2 can also do the same thing too. That our government. I'll go. But the bad thing about that one is that he was caught right-handed. So you can see it clearly that they are caught up in it. For Brian Own, it is clear that CCTV camera footages put Brian exactly to the crime scene. On a Saturday, he has said he never goes to that place on Saturday. Maybe that's his account he gave his wife. Gabriel West is even telling me that Brian McGill is here in the United States of America. No problem. When the UP people steal, when they commit crime, the America, they can go where? You know, that America is now safe haven for most of these criminals. That thing is damaging. They know the truth. So all that thing that you see them doing, yeah, they're passing around, blah, 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 all that kind of thing is just trashed. It's just unfortunate that the women groupings who used to be on fire, if they just perceived anything involving the lives of Jefferson Koji, they are willing to rally themselves, take young children off schools and put them into the streets. Better not you wife them, May you them, all of them. They used to be the lead campaigners. Anything that involved the CDC folks, it used to be of concern to them. Today, they've gone silent. They will say, we just tired with the whole thing now, right? Yeah, you want to say they are just tired. Yeah. They will say nothing. Look, you people used to be sitting out here and say, oh, Joseph Boaga, a native man here and there. That native politics you used to see Joseph Boaga preaching because he wanted to aim at Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. It was fake. Why you think people like Bernard Ure want to do business with Boaga if he's a native man? No. Boaga had never ever believed in native people. I will say that clearly. He had always seen himself as the elites, as one of the elites. That is what he's always been. So see the number of people that he's holding back. Those old folks who left this country here and there, those are the people that you see Joseph Boaga bringing back in his government. All the people, the elites, you can see the elitism in Joseph Boaga. He does not believe in the natives. That's why you see you people struggling today. You're the poor people cheering there. You're the native people. You see how you're suffering today? Boaga is not one of your kind. In fact, Boaga has poured that nativity in those people to the extent that we have gone back to the days. The Unity Party is just like the days of the existence of the Congo people. The most of the Congo people that you see today, you see, the United Party is like this. Most of our party that the Congo people took, the moment they took them from, I don't know, Uptown, River, or whatever it is, and they brought them to town, and they started living with those Congo people, and then washing their chimon, throwing their chimon away and doing those things, and washing it. The moment they left those areas and went back to the village to go speak to the people, they used to class them as Congo boys. So they pride themselves over their fellow native people as Congo people. That's how they used to behave. right? So they will come, work with the Congo people, clean their clothes, and now wash their clothes, or maybe press their clothes, or whatever it is, throw their chimons away. When they come from there, they see themselves as superior over the people. So all the people in the villages and towns that they will go back to, and the people in the villages and towns also felt inferior to them. So they used to call those kind of people the Congo boys, but they were not in reality. Some of them went on to change their names because they wanted to see themselves to be accepted in their communities at the time. That's how the Unity Party looks. The Unity Party sees itself as an elite party. So as a result, they see themselves born of the Congo people. That's why you see them me like this. They will behave like that. They are not connected to you. It is only the CDC that was connected to you. That's why when the CDC had it, they could share with you because you and them were connected. There's this thing that connects you and the CDC. The belief system is our culture. Our natural Liberian culture is the giving culture. Sharing, giving. We believe in it. And that's our natural culture. So if John Brown is working and then the rest of the other people not working, that John Brown, when he get a little salary, he believes that he got to share with the other people in the community. Yeah, that's how we do it. So that's the thing that the CDC is made up. So that's exactly what it is. So the CDC is more attached to the common people. Thank God Jeremiah Kun said it. The common people. Yeah, the CDC is more attached to the common people. That's why you see their governance style was common people centered governance style. The common people centered governance style. That's what the CDC employed. The CDC used that all through those periods. So the Unity Party, folks, this is what it is that they do. The next thing you will study about Joseph Boakai, which of course somebody just told me yesterday. Let me tell you this about the people of Nima County. Nima County, watch out. Learn this and learn this well. Joseph Human Boakai worked in the dual government. And for Boakai to be placed at that level of dual government, it has to do with confidence and trust. Good. So understand that. Boakai studied those playbook. Doe was not cruel to the Nibayans. In fact, owing to the border relationship that they had, intermarriages and so forth here and there, Doe was not cruel to the Nibayans. In fact, you saw the legs of Prince Johnson them, the legs of Kwokpa them. You saw Kwokpa them playing a major role in the coup that was staged. In fact, Nima County's son in Thomas Kwokpa, the late, was the chief architect of those coup plot. So that relationship between Grand Jide and Nima County, there was a bond, and Doe trusted that. So Doe believed that when Kwokpa was saying, "Oh, Doe, you gotta go back to the barrier," because Kwokpa on the thing was, we have already taken on the coup. You gotta go back to the barrier and give this thing here to the people who are politicians. Let us go back. That was the issue, and according to Taylor's testimony, that was what Kwokpa wanted. But Doe didn't agree, and away he started having problem with Kwokpa. And the real politician then too, they never liked the idea that Doe was trying to force himself and still become president. So they too decided to support the legs of Kwokpa and Taylor and so forth. All those kind of things were happening. The hard Doe now decided to go against Nima County. But at first, Doe didn't go against Nima County. Boakai told somebody recently that these Nima people, the moment you empower them the way Doe empower them, they will cut you off. That a Doe play book, Boakai play with so. You know, Nima people, you know, when the person said it, I said, no wonder Prince Johnson was being ostracized. Jesus. This man believes in the Dove's playbook. He said these Nima people, Dove brought them close. What did they do to Dove? They one decided to target Dove and even kill Dove. We can use them, but we can't empower them. We can pretend with the empowerment, but we can't. That's why you see Joseph Walker solidified, taking Prince Charles Johnson from the AFL. Yeah, oh God, these people, y'all got to learn these things. Yeah, he took him from the AFL and put his own loafer men there to control that sector. Walker strategically playing everything. Walker is playing along with those playbook. And Walker will never ever. When Nima people want to cry, they want to do that business. The kind of strategic positions that you're looking for to do something. You will not get it. Empowerment, just go sleep. Just go. And these people, they are very terrible. Prince Johnson is gone. He's gone. And they say Kun's sick. They say Gafwan 14 Kun. And there's no fight that Gafwan will put up against Kun without the acquiescence of Joseph Walker. You see in the trend. They say Gafwan is fighting Kun. How can the finance minister all by himself, even if he has all the political ambitions? Just decide to fight the vice president without the president's endorsement. Is that possible in your thinking? It's not possible. Kun will feel more frustrated. This country is for all of us. People may not understand some of these things, but that's the trend. Empowering them? No. That what Bwaka Lofa lasts his entire government. In fact, he said that when Nima, I know Grange and other counties, when they got together in Lofa County, there was a parable, and I will just paraphrase it because I can't remember outright everything. I would not say it verbatim. He said, how will somebody call you to eat? Then you want to hold a person's hand in a pen and say, I don't know what in your hand doing or what in, I think relating to something. I don't know, you want to eat meat or what in your hand. It was Nima people directly that he was talking to. I call you all to come and eat. They are dividing my government, are giving power so. That was a direct it was a direct attack to Senator Prince Johnson. I call you to eat. Then you asking me, say, what in your hand doing the pen on the other side here? What you're not supposed to be asking me. I'm supposed to ask you because I call you to eat. It is Bwaka that said he called Nima County up to come to the rescue. So as to how he is distributing and doing his government, it's not a business of Nima to question him. That was a caveat. After that caveat, what happened? Yeah, okay, Jamesboro, he said, and you asking them who hand in a pen. Yeah. After that caveat, what happened? What are you lucky or no, you won't go or you come down? People may not understand, but things are happening. Whether you like it or not, that's it. You just watch out. And I can say some of these things you can say that lie, but when going from you can see it. And I told you that Koga and Jeremiah Kun were not going to make it because Koga will want to take his right place. Koga didn't just want to be political leader, but just simply because that no, he want to own it, he want to exercise it. And Kun will not agree to it. Kun does not want to support Koga to make him to look like a presidential material or vice presidential material. Kun knows that the empowerment that we are giving that what made him to appear that way. So as a result, he will not give similar opportunity to Koga. But you understand all of these things. You know, we are raising these issues because God is making us to open your eyes to a lot of things you will see happening. It is just starting. Whether you go or you come down, watch out. For me, I can talk about Tino, and I'm not scared to talk it. You know why? Because God is with me and God is telling me to talk it. I'm always talking because I don't have time to miss my words. Bwakai Nimba. Bwakai do playbook. Bwakai, who work in do government, who used to sit down as a cabinet official, sit down in do cabinet room, all the strategy and planning that they used to have. Bwakai? That is Bwakai? yeah. Now you don't want what they call it. Me, I will tell you it squarely. That old man is one man whom, even in his office when he was serving as vice president, he's very tribalistic. Very, very tribalistic. And Bwaga also believe that Nimbayans are also tribalistic. So Yanirati is a clash of tribalistic ideology. Born of the two. We are here. We are watching. And we are here. We are giving you know, there is nothing that happens in this country without us giving you a hint to what it is that may happen. Bwaka is playing from Doe's playbook. He learned a lot from Doe. He knows what brought down Doe. He knows who then brought down Doe, who killed Doe in the end. It was for power. That's what Bwaka said. That's what Bwaka understand that indeed came down. Other people said Kwankwa was greedy for power. Eh? Good. Brilliant. Understand that. Me, I will tell you. I don't care about, you know, you can hear me looking on the surface. You just see things happening. You're looking on the surface here and there. Oh, there's that here and there. Whether you like it or not, you go or you come down. Gafwan's fight against Kun is Bwaka's fight against Kun. So you watch out for what it is. Now, you see, some of us in this country will always tell you what it is. Joseph Yuma Boakai, the president of the Republic of Liberia, is returning to the country on tomorrow. And whether you like it or not, they are aware that they cannot in any way challenge what happened on the arrival date of former President George Manawia. Not just that they did not want people to gather, for which they are asking people that you have an intercessory service on the highway, but it is that there will not be the kind of crowd that will have escorted Joseph Boakai through the streets, taking toll the intercessory prayer and whatever center, like it will always happen, right? And then told him real residents and undo what we did on the day of his arrival. They can't. They know their own rescue puppets. I don't know if it's a puppet or what, mosquito or what. What they having wizards again? Is it mascot or what? Oh, I don't know Avin's word. Sorry. Okay, their own rescue people. are not happy to go and pick him up from the airport. The way Liberians assemble triumphantly, rain or shine, to go and receive President George Weah. They can't. So just see the release that they put up. There is a release that was put up just about this afternoon from the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism. So there is a release that they put up. I think you have seen it. They said, yeah. They said, His Excellency President Bwaka's arrival notice. They say His Excellency President Bwaka's arrival notice. They say His Excellency President Joseph Yuma Bwaka Sr. will be arriving in the country on Tuesday, September 30th, after the successful conclusion of his official visit to the United States of America. Why in the United States of America they are not giving progress report as to the thing he did there? Why in the United States of America President Bwaka actively participated in the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, where he held bilateral and multilateral, and a plenty lateral, bilateral are two, multilateral are plenty lateral. I want to call plenty lateral meeting to mobilize support for Liberia's agenda, and later launched the Liberia Diaspora Conference aimed at rallying Liberians abroad to remain engaged in national development programs. Upon arrival, President Bwaka will attend an intercessory service in his honor at the Life Center Church, Benson Avenue, Lower Margibi County, along Monrovia-Rubberfield Highway, where well-wishers and officials of government are encouraged to attend. Any announcement there? Good. The last time, their stomach was still full. That time they still thought that they had rescue. Again, I know where Joseph Boga was coming from. Somewhere. I can't just record, sorry. But Francis Sakala Yimadi, they put notice up for civil servants to go welcome Joseph Boga to the airport. It was a flop. It was a big flop. They said they put notice up. They said civil servant, I don't know what thing, as a student so time, they shouldn't wear again, they should go welcome Joseph Boga. That time. It was a big flop. So Bwaka, after uselessing his stay in the United States of America, because nothing he did down there. Bwaka friends who just went 3 days to the program, they came back just in short days. They are going back with money, agreements, commitments. Ghana entered their straight visa waiver. Saudi president entered there for 2.2 million was gone. Just days the people entered there. Bwaka spent whole month in America. Nothing he came back with. The pictures. He had the other meeting with Kuwait people. He had the other meeting. That's all. Joseph Bwaka wasted our country resources. And he's coming back. Out of the shame and disgrace. In fact, they are aware that his activities in the United States of America has angered Liberians more, coupled with the hardship in the country, that he does not even deserve to be honored upon his return. So they are managing it, taking it from central focus and carrying in a bush to go honor him there. Because you're taking a man from town, you carry in a bush. That in a bush you will go honor president? On the highway in a bush? Why are you carrying the president in the bush? Bring in a city. Let him pay rather than be seen passing the what they call it, throwing direct terrible talks at him. You're supposed to come. And you say our delegation, you're coming to town. You're supposed to come to town. You're supposed to come with that man, you're passing around, say you're coming to town. What they call, you're coming to hear talks. You people are a complete disgrace. You are a complete disgrace. The shame in your communities where you people are serving as ministers, I don't know, officials, whether you can leave your head or high. Because so now when some of the government official card and say you see it sometimes, you even want to even take out the plate from on it because you don't want for people to describe you in an ill manner. This government lies so much, so disgrace, shame, just wasting the country resources. Your friend went only for 2 days. They carry millions back. They carry visa waiver. They carry the other contract there back. Ghana, Sierra Leone, a classic example. You, Bwaka, you went there for all the time. Then what did you come out with? You say after multilateral meeting and a bilateral and multilateral meetings, that's a meeting you went for? Then you form a program, coin it for your diaspora group then to chop their own. You call it diaspora conference, useless conference ever. How many times? When Bwaka just going power, want to get decided for a program where in Canada, they say they carry Bwaka there. They want to chop that other money. Because Bwaka going there now in the United States of America, they get ready. They say diaspora conference, they chop that other money again. Everybody just stealing. These guys are very terrible. No wonder Liberia suffered all these insignificant blows that would never have to be dealt on a unity party 12 years. They believe in programs. They will put the money in programs and they eat it. On me right here. When unity party tell you the other health program here, what did they spend inside? The other conference here that they went for, how much they spent. Unity party is noted for stealing in meetings and conferences. That's how they can steal. You will not see anything tangible. It will just end up in meetings and conferences. How many meetings and conferences you saw on our administration? Everything were tangibles on the ground. We're not here for bilateral talk for nothing. In fact, somebody told them we are going to ask the foreign minister, then what thing in our thought that we're coming to go talk. He said, Mr. President, the people say they want to form a cooperation with Liberia and they will be able to make the initial what they call. He said, you sure that one there? He said, yeah. He said, okay, you're not go there. That's how we are used to be asking a minister then. What thing in that thing that I'm going for? So I'm going to jump from Liberia. You go, no. What thing in it that I'm going for? I want to know. We ourselves will be sitting down thinking, lobbying, talking with friends, making arrangements with them. Then the minister then will come to him, they tell him, say, Mr. President, the only way they want can work, and say we'll go there, here and say, okay, I'll go. While I'm meeting with the people there, and we're going to have the kind of discussion, Chief, I just want for all to kind of finalize it. We are one France, 10 billion king. We are one in the UAE. There up, I know Bapolu County, something there. The road set that in Bapolu County is supposed to leave from there straight to Toppenberg. But the post stop it. They put all their machines, they left. That was in continuation because we was telling them that you can build a kind of decent player, then there's no road to go there. Then the very people are going there. Why it will carry them on the highway? Because most of them will want to make it our nation's highest referral hospital. So that was what we have said. So they said, okay, we agreed. Though we did it to just build it here, but we can build it here equally because when the people come in, some of them, the car, basically, been sick or whatever it is, they may die. So the hospital will not be of use. So what they said, the people say, okay, but then we'll make a rule. We'll build a road from straight to where you want it, that it will be paved straight to the hospital. That's our next project. But you go move we are from there. You see what happened now to you. You think we are just going to go sit down? What even when we are saying going for a football game, you're going there for something. So, well, they all bugger and travel. What did they bugger here now bring back to the country? You want to name it? Nothing. This one argument, though. They want our facts. Your burger come here again, you're saying you want to go have bilateral meeting. Everywhere burger go, they just meeting. Do you know how many meetings we are had to? We have lesser meetings than Bwakai. In 6 years. Then Bwaka in 2 years. We have lesser meeting in 6 years than Bwaka in 2 years. And we oh 6 years we have lesser meeting. Brother have more meetings than we are 6 years of meetings. Yet nothing to compare. Nothing to show. Then you say compare. You must show it first before you compare. So all the things that we're talking here, what thing inside that you're seeing that why it is. Are we lying? I want to be able to say AB can lie. Look at the other thing here, you're not seeing it. I saw AUC posting up something and say that look, the Roberts International Airport is about to pull street lights along the way. But you know that part of the design there is street light design. The Unity Party put token. Yeah, Joseph Walker project. I say, look at the other hungry human being. Your president coming by him bring project, that street light project that we are when design, everything they design and put that street light project you're bringing here, you'll see that Joseph Walker project. So why you're not announcing the project, the thing that Joseph Walker bringing from America now? You know the party people, why you're not announcing the success story of Joseph Walker? What thing really they're going to even honor him for in that place there? How will you honor somebody who does not perform? I thought honors were designed for performers. What did Joseph Walker post? Because he used the state resources, travel to go cover, so that the performance there, why you say you're going to honor him? Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So that the honoring there you're going to do to Joseph Walker because he traveled, he's going to come back. You are only praying, you are only going to give the intercessory service because Joseph Walker went through an operation, he went through his medical stuff there, it was successful. That all you're going to thank him for, so that you will continue to steal. That all you're going to tell God thank you for. Because he successfully went through his medical stuff, then nothing sound Walker did on there. The investment conference, don't forget it, about your own chopping ground. Those diaspora Liberian who are Unity Party people, they are rogues. They can steal. The diaspora Liberian who are Unity Party people, they are heartless. They are cruel. I'm telling you it tonight. They are noted for stealing. They know how to organize programs to steal because they believe that the way they will eat their own money. They had one in Canada. Joseph Walker went there again. They vla, nothing good came from inside. They want a complete vla, nothing good. You see Dylan sitting down there with that he that he do that. Just E.T. wants to go home. Have people watched that movie before? E.T. wants to go home. That Dylan here looks like. Dylan like that. He's sitting down there. They all sitting down there today. Now the country is okay. Now he's sitting down. Oh yeah, the conference. What they call there? All the kind of things. I say, look at Dylan. That brother is a complete disappointment. In fact, he will perish along with Walker politically. He will be very much insignificant in this country. No voice. You see how Costa very much irrelevant now to this country politics? Dylan, you are finished. I don't even say you will be, but you are totally finished. And I've kept saying it, and I'm still saying it again, that most of you will be perished along with Walker. God did this so that certain people do not exist in Liberian politics anymore. Voice, nobody. Certain people, you will never hear them again. They are done. So when you expect Benedict Yue to open a mouth after 2029, can open a mouth to can't talk again. Benedict Yue finish. He's done. Costa is done. You see how God yet perishing them? They are done. They are completely done. You can see that they are finishing by the day. Because anybody in a political field, the one that makes you politically relevant is your voice. Your voice is what makes you politically relevant. When you speak, people listen. People respect you. You people are gone. That we don't want to get a voice now. And will not chakra it the way your chakra your own. Will not sell it the way you sow your own. The way you're too cheap. Everything you want to tie it to something personal, something. No. For us, we believe in national service. And so we don't care. We believe in sacrifice. So we don't care. You're finished. And you will continue to be finished. Because the idea is you are nothing. Absolutely nothing. None of you can talking about politics anymore will listen to you. Because you're finished. Joseph Walker came to just erase all of you along with him. You're finished. You're gone. You're in a hardship here. Just no more hardship. No. You're lucky you're exert any kind of effort. God has come in time. God has made this movement to sweep all of you away because you people have been Liberia's problem. Most of the young people in Unity Party that didn't want to sorry for. So you remain young and your voice gone. You can't talk again. You just close your mouth down. You finish. You remain young and you finish. Could you allow the old people to finish your along? Could you imagine that? RAB will be young. I'm still active, but I'm finished. Hey, it can't work. You're finished. And I'm telling you, mark my word. You think I get voice and now your boy ain't feeling that already in your communities. You're feeling that get respect for your the anymore. That government official job, what people used to have, you see them go with pride and dignity, you're not getting it anymore. You get it, you're hiding yourself all over. Nobody has respect for you people. You're passing the street, people insulting you. No pride and dignity associated with government service. Public service is where when you get letter, you feel so excited. All the systems are rotting to the extent that even if somebody put you in the system, whether you are genuine or whatever it is, people will say you are rotting as well. That's the whole thing that is happening. I want to talk plenty again. Let's get to the lines and interact with our callers. Happy pre-birthday to His Excellency President George Manawia. He'll be celebrating his natal day on October 1. Mr. President, we want to say hats up to you. Keep up the great work. God will continue to give you more age with grace. And you will continue to do what you can. You will put Liberia on the path. So, we are right here on this day. And we are certainly getting there. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. We got 26 minutes or so. Yeah, we got 34 minutes to just run for. So, we are getting there. So let's get to the lines and interact with you. Joe Cooper here, he texts here and says here, Dillon is vexed because he couldn't enter the conference hall. Boaka told him still to the hotel he could only carry T5. Is that what it is? I thought I saw Dillon somewhere around the conference hall. And J. says that now that he wants the diaspora support, but a few months ago, he was making fun out of the very diaspora people. And he said, yeah, Donald Trump coming for you people. David Jackson says, yeah, President George and Gbekugbe Foke-Klon Manawia is coming back stronger than ever in 2029. And so Emmanuel K. Senior says, do you remember on the Unity Party 12 years government, former U.S. President George Bush donated textbooks? And where are those textbooks today? I can tell. You can tell. We can tell. They can tell. And Gordon Sesko says, teacher, what become of the time Yellow Machine story? The Yellow Machine story is that Jeremiah Kun, but they name him already with sickness all over the place. I think that the Yellow Machine will bring him back. And Louis Dixon says $10 million project in his country without Liberia knowing is sad. All right. And he did say right here. Boka Helena Brown, M. Brown says, yeah. And Boga is coming back with beautiful English. And I like that. Thank you. All right. And so we are very grateful to the Almighty God. And so with God, all things are possible, and we are certainly getting there. So let's get to the lines and interact with your callers right here on this very day. Hello, how are you doing, this caller?
Yeah, good evening, lady.
Yep, let's hear from you.
I'm Charles, and I call from 9th Street. Maybe you expect the United Nations to give money to Joseph Boakai. When Joseph Boakai stood on the international stage and tell the people that Labrador will invest $8.3 billion in winning empowerment. So Labrador already got money. So what did I say? You think the poor give us money? They will not give us nothing. So Joseph Boakai visited the Laon card are just free. You just want to go make more thing there. So it's just a big blow to our country again. That's all. Other countries when they benefit, all of them, but Labrador when they will lie. So what you expect? We will come back with lie. And we'll continue to be in life. So that's it.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. And Prince Sherry, what's up?
Yes, sir. Teacher, how are you, sir?
I'm doing so fine.
All right. So let me say hi to you and the many followers.
I know.
You know, Teacher Light, Joseph Numa Boakai here, or his presence here, was a disgrace.
Okay.
A disaster. A calamity.
All right.
And the reasons are very simple. Teacher Light, this is a mere few months ago that was mocking Liberians who were faced with issues. I mean, ordinary Liberians. Some of these Liberians are not really hardcore politicians. but they are ordinary Liberian that need to see better in Liberia. This man was mocking them and was saying, y'all go back to Liberia, President Trump coming for you, they coming for you, and carry you.
Yeah.
But this is the same place that he is coming and talking about conference. You think we are fools? In fact, the conference, was just a complete failure. Do you know that they denied people? I was one of those that were denied, and several other people were denied. It was just a bunch of members of the Unity Party who also felt that they did not have the opportunity to really go back to Liberia to work. So they put themselves together and said, whatever small money you get, you're going to get it to honor the disguise of conference. So it was just an organized criminal cartel, you know, that they organized themselves and decided to share few money among themselves. That's what was happening here. Because nothing at all was achieved. What did you come to discuss? The country is in a complete chaos. Your ministers are raping people on a daily basis. You are not concerned about that. But you came here to say you come here having a conference. You are not even on a conference of uniting people in Liberia. Liberia is the real place that you should go for conference because it will impact the local economy. Right. When you have a conference in Liberia, one way or the other, the money that you will spend on buying this, buying that, renting PSA, it will go back in the economy. When you came here and say you're having a conference that have yielded no result, only to allow people to keep money. Teacher Light, thank you for giving me the opportunity.
I like that.
Was a disgrace.
Thank you so much.
In the bush to
you are 100% right, my brother. Thank you so much, Prince Sheriff. Certainly. And you guys, why you didn't attend? Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, Marvin.
Thank you very much, my brother. You said something. You say, oh, Baka Minister, Kawala for Lufa County is true, my brother. You see, at that time, my papa, Prince Johnson, we were not listening to his song, Jawia. Jawia, we know, you not in Nimbalia and the Grangeria. When you told PYJ and you were chief of staff at that time, so you not in the Grangeria and Nimbalia. You not understand. The you propaganda from their Prince Johnson hard change. They start supporting Bwaka. And what about you? Already finished insulting Bwaka, they are gross and they're keeping it. It's not Bwaka. So you start supporting Bwaka with Bwaka kind of power. The people have meetings say that the men that killed those. So you don't let no money come around you. Yes, I interested in the play around me like people. They say we don't let no money come around you. They are crossing. And we see the map for all travel people for a country with key position and told the women that on the street. I print them when I get that position. I had a separate into LSA. Let me tell you, my brother, we know all this thing here. But thank you today that the go open the people up for the senior and my brother and my family in Malaria, the senior when we talking, we say the mayor, you will put your Malaria and Jovia together. So we asked, I said, no. I don't know what happened between Joe and Crown. What will happen? They take the chair. Today, they may take the chair. Now, what we're talking about, I said the senior for your friend now. They met all the key positions in the country in doing liberal testing. So we tell God, thank you. When my brother, my family, in the senior for your friend now. I let me. He's not going there, gross. They will call a abuse that man. Keep it here. He say, I will pay there. And the president, and you cause me and you honor the ground. I will say, what kind of power will use your someone that can be president to kill you and incorporate the shop. So now, anything you want to do, nobody can stop it. Nobody can tell you, you're not going to do nothing. They are telling you, you're going to say, oh, you met we and you might work against our soldier. We are so that for you to try, for you to nipple testing the point of the back of the people that will visit the kill them for. Because nobody will talk. So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Mommy, for your contribution. I appreciate that. All right. And let me get on to William Bro. Bro, what's up? Let's listen to you, please.
Yeah, thank you, Teacher Life. William Bro, again, you know, tonight, I was listening, I couldn't hold myself because you touched on strategic things in your life. You found sometimes the spirit can just enter in you again. A lot of strategic things you touched on. And I'm grateful to God to have people like you to always expose these people. You see, Teacher Life, the Diaspora Conference that you see there, normally I was supposed to go there.
Okay.
But they didn't call me. I'm the president for the Liberian in France. I'm the president.
Okay.
Yeah, for the Federation of Liberian Association in France. I'm the president. I'm the president. Yeah.
Okay.
So they did all those things that they look at. And when you observe the Diaspora Conference, how can you call for a Diaspora Conference And then your government official you took from Liberia, they were the one dominating in all of the speeches. So what is the essence? What was the essence of the conference? Because when you come a conference with people in the diaspora, it's to allow them share their perspectives.
Right.
But your entire discussion was about your government official coming and lying and believing their lies to the people in the diaspora, forgetting to know most of those people in the diaspora are sound people. They might be listening to you, but they know that you're talking nonsense.
Sure.
But they won't talk.
You're right.
Yeah, so that's what they did. And one thing again today, July, that made me laugh was this property that the funny man go build in Foya. Yeah. Now you build property in Foya, the government are always boasting about project in July. That Mano River people, Mano River Union Country will be built. We want to be building something in Foya, and then they will not make announcement. It will be a big program. But then guess what? The funny man from who called himself deputy minister said that it's because the area is strategically located. It's another fault. Don't make those stupid fat and Liberian people. The Mano River Union Country comprises of 4 countries: the Côte d'Ivoire, Guinea, Liberia, and Senegal. And one of the most accessible terrain for 3 countries is Nima. In Nima, you get Liberia meeting there, you get Côte d'Ivoire meeting there with paved road.
You're right.
You get Guinea meeting there with paved road. The only country that far from it will be Senegal. So how can you abandon 3 countries in the Mano River Union that have an accessible area like Nima to abandon it, go to Lofa, and get no road for any other balance 3 countries?
And Lofa only has strong stuff with Sierra Leone and Guinea.
Yes.
As well.
And the Sierra Leone and Guinea, they have strong connection with no paved road going there as compared to Nima that already get a paved road connection. Guinea paved. Liberia enter there with paved road from Moreover straight to Nima, a paved road. From Côte d'Ivoire straight into Nima, a paved road. From Guinea straight into Nima, a paved road. So how will you abandon Nima to go to Foya? That's another lie. I don't know these guys can be taken in Liberian to be stupid. They make building a personal property down there for retirement, and they're trying to justify.
But Chief, NSA for what they call, he will find like in the kitchen, he will go sleep after 2029, and we're recording all of these things. That's not issue.
We've been taking on the website of Mano River Union, the dinner there. He lied. Chief, teach on that, and thank you for this.
What he lied? No, what again? For Mano River, we can occupy that play like that. What are you doing? Yeah, fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you. Yeah. Yeah.
Because this year we sell it time. We do sell it in that Parker started there to govern this country. The person was costing us, even when in one time, yeah, we don't pay who called Bear Marble. When you remember saying when they did, oh, was it? I think what the some of us. So, yeah, he was a deputy in Nina. He carried us for making people there. Can you imagine? Where is there in Marble? When we pay home to work at people, the people said that we should live on our terms. But even to ask what there was also people. If I lie, even ask what they just said, that's what it is. If you can even ask us, you know, hospital. So is that wrong? In the sense that they make you go in this country. No matter the say that you don't go. They pay the time they ask now. Also they say that second one as a 5%. The question, are they afraid? Oh, citizen people say second one as a 5% about running back say no. When they go through everything, so more is not was what are rushing for? The ask back the government's country. For the this is not power control by the citizen. And he says so the West haven't get you. They brought the power I want to do it.
Yeah, I think tomorrow gave you some updates on it. Yeah, sorry. I wanted to get that to even share with you. Yeah, sorry. Hello, how are you doing?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good evening, Eddie.
Yeah.
Thank you. Eddie, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from my Popo Corner, down Hill, Western Community. Eddie, thank you. Eddie, I just want to make my little input on what you're saying. Because what you're saying about Nimba, it is 100% correct. Some of my brother and friends who were die-hard supporters of Unity Party, who instrumented the carrying of that ball in financially, today, some of them are sitting on the bench in Nimba. They myself can talk. One of them, both on his Facebook post the other day, you know what he said? He said, political struggle reward is not in heaven. That's what he said. And I responded to him. I said, but man, are you telling me that things are falling apart? And he did not respond. What he said is 100% correct. And then the further one is, did I hear you that Joe Parker will be going to a church?
Yeah, on the highway.
Yeah, on the highway. Thank you. I want to call Sheikh Kuyate. Sheikh Kuyate is on record of criticizing President Weah, that whenever President Weah travels, he will come and go to church. That was not leadership. Sheikh Kuyate, I want to call on you today. Tomorrow, President Parker will be going to church. I want to hear a statement for you to see whether that is another leadership that you condemned yesterday. All of these guys were passing around here criticizing President Weah because of hate. But I tell God, thank you that today we continue to see what we are saying today. Maybe we will continue to struggle. Even if they Brenda UMA, all of them who criticize Weah today remain silent, will always be here to erect the checkpoint. Thank you very much for always giving us the opportunity to make our voices on national issues. I want to hear from Sheikh Kuyate tomorrow. Thank you very much.
He want you to say that. Hello, how you doing? Hello?
Yeah, hello, Ebi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for your show, Ebi. It is our that this family are doing a discussion on Wakota McKinney's residence. But Ebi, the issue you were discussing pertaining to this thing, Ebi. If it is true that that man has left this country, Ebi, I think it's the highest injustice I ever heard about in my whole life, Ebi. Ebi, you see the kind of thing that happening? Young people are being accused without evidence they are being barred in the country. The other folks are committing similar crime with evidence for their facilitating that live in the country. But if you see the kind of thing that happening, there are organizations in this country that just exist by name that's supposed to be in the vanguard to advocate for young people. Organizations that fly, they call it Federation of Liberian Youth. I don't know whether they really exist in the country. And the other one they call LINSU, Liberian National Student Union. No organization, AB, are they existing? AB?
They yell.
You see the kind of thing? You sitting down there, they're only getting the money, they exist by need, whatever performance. What kind of organization that sort of exist in the country? Students, children that sort of be going to school, AB. LINSU is in this country existing. The hairs they are there. The children that sort of be going to school, they are being raped. The other men are leaving, but young people are being accused. You fly, you say you in the country for young people. Young people are being accused without evidence they are being barred. But the other one committing the crime with evidence they are leaving the country. Then you stating that what kind of country will you show? They only there to go advocate for budget, we follow the budget they eat it. You see the kind of thing that happening? Other people committing crime, evidence they run away. But young people accused, no evidence, they put them behind bar. You see the confrontation in this country, you see how the police suffering young people? It's very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. If they kind of thing happen, maybe the government will forever be remembered as the best government in the history of Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, thanks. It's already happening, Chief. And how are you doing?
Good evening, Teacher Light. Teacher Light, I will take it for an angle. This is the voice of Peter Sai in Nigeria from Sogni District 4.
Okay.
Teacher Light, if the president is a deacon and he said he's going to dance with the devil, and he danced with the devil, and then we see why it's going on. Is that church that is going to be the church of God? Teacher Light, you know what happened? Oh, Eli, when his sons were misbehaving, and then he was not telling me anything.
Yeah.
Okay, Finley and who Finley, right? That the thing they were doing, people with it, right? They'll go before the throne of God next year, right?
Yeah.
And they'll go in a deacon government. Or deacon is the head of state. Ministers are looking. There is nothing out there that President Buakai condemned rape of all kinds and call for investigation, nothing. And deacon is saying he's going to church, and leave the rest of God. If a deacon is going to God and the government is looking at this, the rest of it is left for God. Except God is not a God that punished Eli for him knowing his son's attitude and allowing the church to go in real. And anyway, a deacon would do like this and go stand and fake everything they want to fake God. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And we are setting it, getting there. Things are really turning and falling apart. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Morris.
Morris, let's hear from you.
Yeah, let me say happy pre-birthday to our president. Yeah, but we are coming on as also because I'm here going to the morning. I'm here about the celebration. How do you know? Because one time the people that the parliament last year.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. But no problem. But anyway, I will get your updates. But there are things they are coming up with, and people want to do something. But again, tomorrow I will give you a follow up. Just that I've been a little busy and haven't been in touch, so I don't want to deceive you. Yeah.
Thank you for the time, teacher.
All right.
Let God bless you. Let God bless bro.
You just follow Israel and the rest of the other folks and other platforms as well. You will get updates. Hello, how you doing?
Amy.
Yeah.
Amy, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Let's hear from you, please.
Amy, I want a simple question, man. I want verify it before I make a comment. When God mentioned about 8 point some billion dollars, was it catch up in his speech or was it just on he said mistakenly?
No, he said in his speech. They may not reading paper and putting the paper down when you finish talking the thing.
No. That's that. I know probably like Donald Trump, right? So Donald Trump can read off the script. But the speech that he wrote at the UN.
That A.
You saw it there, 8 point some billion. You saw it
in his speech. But
yeah,
and they published the speech. You saw the published speech.
I don't know if I'm reading it. I look at it. I don't know.
But
you saw it.
Put it there. But I put it in there. Did that thing.
But I wish me to tell you that. But I got to go home there.
How now?
Because, thank you. Good job. I continue. Let's hear from me. I continue. Boy, below 700 million, right? We'll tell you that we're in the next 3 years, right? We're putting forward on girls. Then we'll spend 10 billion on women empowerment. It makes no sense. I say that, but that's still in the plan. You don't know where you're going. So that when just say like man, I think more than what they have to go against your way because the international community all pay part anything. You're gonna see on Ghanaian, imagine to see on Ghanaian interfering into our election. And your president had West Africa. So tell you it was a painting. Don't we have a removal of power to the leader? Or how about like someone go assassination to the war? That has to be. But it's for machine. I guess if possible bring out within 3 years and your budget is less than 700 million. That makes no sense. So what are the people?
Okay. They are here.
They are here. Thank you.
All right, thanks, boss. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon, baby.
Yeah, boss. Let's hear from you, please.
All
right, Joe.
Yeah, but if you see the puppy can lie. Can you imagine? My friend left that country almost 2 days before the week to the UN Assembly. But the puppy left 1 year, almost more than 1 week. Then your friend children were talking about it on his shoe. When you go for, when you not go for, when you coming back with MPN. Then we hear the man talking about being no part of the man on you. What is the EPA going to place? If the place is the non plan, I'm going to be the place. And the put it back now, break 20 people for the place. Then it's the place coming out. Now you don't know when to them.
Who will just see horse coming up?
You know the morning afternoon, it's one guy from Lopa, one of the children from Lopa.
Oh, he said they don't know about it. So they just saw the horse coming up. The horse coming up. American. The horse just coming up. Just about American. You know, you tell me with the devil that the devil can do that kind of thing. The horse just coming up. Hello, how you doing? The horse was coming up. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Eddie.
Yeah.
I'm Jimmy. Yo.
Okay. So, yo, let's hear from you, please.
Okay. You know the question I want to ask you. When you were to Kings FM, I mean, or I call True FM. You can one guy call one time. You say you want to cry for Liberia.
Oh, yeah. The guy said, me, I just want to cry.
Yeah, I know what they call it. Yeah. So you can cry for Liberia now. That the time now for you to cry for Liberia. I don't know what when you get my voice in there. If you are all for you forward, then I can cry for Liberia now.
I try to remember the message. I mean, I just want to cry.
Okay, Baba.
Yeah, I remember that. I said, if you mean, I just want to cry now. Oh, I call you for
the cry.
Yeah.
And good evening to the peace loving people of both County. Mr. Walker is excluded because Papa can laugh.
Oh, how you exclude the man from Lower County? The man get horse there. He get big project ongoing.
He excluded because this man, he's a blatant liar. Because how can you say to the UN conference that brother, I even have 8 billion. You see that you accrue 8 billion in 5 years time. That's not a blatant lie. It's a blatant lie because this is what I'm saying. He's not from Lower County. But we don't lie like that. We can lie, but I want to lie just a little lie because I have a bit.
Wait. Come back. Say that to you. You just said, you say what? Lofa people can lie, but they are not lie. What kind of lie?
That's small lie. But I have a bit lie, but I'm small lie. 8 billion? What are we taking that money from?
Lofa.
What are we taking that money from? My name is Mohammed Bonzo Fafana Jr., a proud son of Lofa County. Well, it be my opinion is drawn out to the even though you didn't discuss it.
Yeah, but not discuss. Why they didn't discuss? Now my attention is drawn to it. You know why? What's your view here on specificity or what you get to say? Or what's
hello, AB.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, AB.
Yeah,
AB. My name is Ishmael Sai. I'm commonly known as Wycliffe, and I speak from Chicken Freeway.
Okay.
Or AB, Liberia right now, Liberia is in serious trouble. You know the reason we are in trouble because Liberia have a leader that is not better, that is not good for 8 people. Just imagine, AB, when you see a good leader, you will see simmer in the faces of the people. But where are the people today that are laughing? Where are the people today that are happy? For this government, everybody now in Liberia, everybody feel that they bring people going from place to place looking for things that they can't find, they can't even get. It's not easy. Everybody struggling for this struggling government. Maybe then you get one president that go in the U.S. go and do part of large just to promote the government. And one of the things that brought me more is this government, that one of the government that they built up with lies. Just imagine the government can only believe in internet wherein they will go places, they damage horses. When they damage the people places, then they put it on the internet. Then the international community people in other countries here, they say, yeah, like raw government working. Any of the day they go places, they say things that they're not supposed to say. They are supporters to abroad. One of the things, my friend, for South Korea, when Joseph Newman Braga went South Korea, maybe just imagine, you know what my friend told me? My friend said that when the president left on Labrador went in North Korea, when the president of North Korea saw our president at a technical day, he asked one president, he said, well, who the other man?
Who the other man?
That true story. That true thing you talking so?
As in, seriously.
Your man lying.
As in another country president who is the other man for Marabio to get to get all the own president for all the own president to.
I beg you. That thing about a smaller. That one a big lad and smaller. That big lad there you 10 years old now. That one and smaller. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Sorry. Let me see here. Got it. Oh yeah, yeah, to your own thing. Everybody can just talk some kind of thing that the thing will please them. That's the problem. All right, so let's get on and this one. Hello, how you doing? Then I get on to the female line. Hello.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm fine. Okay. My name is Person One in charge here. I'm calling from Checkup
Town. Let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, thank you very for your topic on discussion. Oh, I've been on the line for a long time. All right, just yeah. One of some of the English that actually I do not like to hear from our person is the bilateral diaspora and the multilateral English.
Why? Why you don't want to hear that?
I don't, for real, I don't like to hear it for him. Listen to English. Whenever we hear about bilateral agreement, it's an empty talk. It's an empty talk. Nothing absolutely like Iranians can benefit from that talk from the president.
Oh.
Whenever we hear about diaspora, which means it's another thing or two.
Okay.
In the sense that people that abandon this country for years in, year out. I understand the fact that some people from the diaspora are actually playing a tremendous role in the developmental aspects of Liberia, and some of them helping in all of the aspects and what I think. But again, some of them that are in our diaspora area that absolutely we don't mean anywhere for this country.
Then what about multilateral? What about multilateral English? Where you get problem with?
Multilateral thing is something that meant to put our country money into it. In the sense that in that bad group of people carrying out of the country.
Now the multilateral
use our country and just go over there just to use that English multilateral English. It's not well for this country, I must admit.
Thank you.
So for real, I don't want to hear that English name. So I beg you. If you tell anyone, please talk to our president, that English word, that you always use it, then you can say it.
All the three words, multilateral, bilateral, and of course diaspora. Okay, thank you, my brother, for your contribution. I appreciate that. All right, so we are certainly getting there, and we've got all things are possible. And I really must say I appreciate you guys for everything and for all that you do for your country. And we've been trying our best, and we think we are getting there little by little. Hello, how are you doing? Hello. All right, sorry. Yeah. What's my line bad though? I don't know why. Yeah. Wow, your line is too terrible. Sorry. So I got to skip on you and then get on to the next caller. Hello, how are you doing? Hello. I don't know how far you will go with that, but you're coming on so terrible. So let me see. Yeah, but yeah, I just have to get you up so that we. Hello, how you doing? Let me get to the female line quickly. Hello.
Yeah, AB, how you doing? This is Gertrude JD Williams. I'm calling from Johnson.
Yeah, Gertrude, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, you explain what you explain. When people create lies and they come to power, these are things that you always see happening. You will not see the actuality of what you expect for them to do, and this is what happened. The kind of folk that talk about whether was not recognizing North Korea by the president. The protocol is there. They will tell you that this person coming to you. So I mean, especially his appearance is one of the things that people need to look at.
You get problem with the appearance, eh?
Yeah, the appearance, but you can see he was very short. And the cameraman, he do justice to appearing. He don't want to be helpful to the cameraman. He didn't really do justice to the man. So I mean,
but how you expect somebody to do camera trick with that kind of thing? So what kind of camera trick can work to make Bwaga tall? Is it AI or something? What kind of camera trick?
It was too embarrassing. I mean, you were supposed to take picture with him, man. You not supposed to take picture. Yeah, you always struggling. You see, I mean, you speaking on the mask. Everybody see you how you. So I mean, you can recalculate your breath before you say something. We just have to be strong and then unite ourselves more and more, like we are doing today as Liberians, not just judiciary Liberians, people they know the truth and nothing about the truth, because there is no signature project of these people. They brought lies and the lies are catching with them. There are a lot of messages.
No, but we can't allow them to take 3 years into lies, man. You can manage with 2 years, but 3 years lies is too much.
But that's why I do a documentary. The guy, a lot of people still to insult me because in 2 years, I mean, as president for this country, I'm putting everything together and I will release them in a 2 years time. And they will see it on the social media. I will share it on the various platforms. They will see that. For me, I will do the right thing. They will do the insulting. We don't care. We are is coming back. Now I will get to tell them. Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much, Gertrude. We appreciate it. And folks, that's all the time we've got. Our president coming back tomorrow. Our president. They can read, yeah, we are celebrating birthday right before you have. Well, before we go, let me just squeeze in my brother Poker Rivals. Poker, quickly. Let's hear from you. No time.
Thank you, great. Thank you very much. Let me take good evening to you, the mentor of the Liberian people. And for the recognition, Poker Rivals. You don't use this even for unknown destinations. You know people are AB. Huh?
You unknown destination from where you calling?
Unknown destination, AB, you cannot get a proper power that does not respect the law, and you have a critical force or force, and you always show your location. That's a danger.
Okay. Go ahead. Poker? So let's hear from you then. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. Like credit. As I said, I think you cannot get a proper power that does not respect the law and as a critical forces, and you always show your location. That's a danger. It's not the trust where I respected the law to the full year.
Okay.
But we are not proof of power.
All right, go ahead, Poker. I understand your point.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, so the issue, no, you're asking what for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand now. Thank you. Go on.
Okay. You know, people, AB, those guys came to power on the basis of hatred and lies and deception. Today, they are entering their own lies.
Okay.
You see what happened? That overpay taking our taxpayer money and building a gigantic structure over there and lying off another company that got nothing to do with it.
So Poga will sufficiently deal with that, and I will deal with it. You know, anything else I'm not talking about yet. I'm checking on it deeper to do something about it before I have a say on it. So we'll get to that issue of the project. So I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. Until we are back here, God willing, tomorrow Tuesday, when our president, His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Yuman Boaka, will be returning to the country. Be followed by an intercessory service at a Life Center Church on the Ravos International Airport Hardway. We just keep praying for the best. Well, happy pre-birthday to our own president. Man, by the people's mandate, people's endorsement, presidential. I want to say thanks to you for being there. His birthday comes on our 12th. So until we are back here, God willing, people, do have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.
You didn't bring me this far. Baba yo,